Hello everybody, this is Tip Top Gaming here today with another Magic the Gathering video. In today's video, we are not talking about paper magic, we are not talking about MTG Arena, but we are talking about Magic ManaStrike. Now, I believe this was announced a little while ago, but it kind of slipped everyone's mind, and today on Daily MTG, they posted that it's live, and so I downloaded the game, I went through the tutorial, played a couple games to see how I liked it, and while I'm going to do a full video talking about my review of the game, I'm just going to kind of break down what the game is and, what it is. And so, for the first little part here, you can see the intro here, but then I'm going to switch to a bunch of gameplay where you can see me go through the tutorial and play some games so you can actually see what the gameplay is like. So, basically, this is a magic-inspired game where it has magic characters and magic creatures, but it's more of a, it's a mobile game, first off, if I didn't say that already, and it is similar to, like, Clash Royale, where you kind of have two guardians and then a main hub unit, and what your goal is to take out your opponent's hub unit by sending creatures or launching spells at them. So it's very similar to Clash Royale, except instead of it being like a vertical-based game, it's a horizontal, and there's a bunch of weird differences in there. In the beginning of the game, you get 5 planeswalkers, one for each color. So you get Chandra, Jace, Liliana, Nissa, and one other. I don't remember what color I just missed. You'll see them throughout here. You'll be able to see all of them. I believe it's actually Gideon. And so those, basically, you can play those at any time throughout the game. But when you play them down, they each have an ability which lets them do something cool, and you can play creatures on your side of the field. It's a very interesting game. You're seeing gameplay of it right now, but I like the way the game actually works. It's not something like, oh, each character has, like, stats, and then you use moves, and it's turn-based. It's real-time. You activate things like, you're fighting against real people, and you have to activate things quickly, like physically quickly, move your hands quickly, because it's not turn-based, which I think is a very interesting way to do the game instead of simple just, turn-based thing, something similar to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but instead, it's very interesting. I've enjoyed the few games I've played of it, so, yeah, I'll probably be doing some coverage of the game on my channel, probably not as big as Real Magic, because it's just Magic characters. This game could be completely on its own, but they just branded it with Magic stuff. Just, that's a thing to note. It has Nico Bolas as part of, like, the story, and it has the gods of Amonkhet, and it's a bunch of really cool stuff. Now, in the game, you can cast spells, and you can play creatures by using mana, and mana just naturally regenerates, and you kind of get to build your own deck, so you'll randomly draw cards, and you can't run out of cards from what I've seen. On top of that, in terms of what it has, like, for pay options, there's, like, a mastery pass, similar to MTG Arena, and there's gems and, coins, and the big thing is that spells, unlike in Magic where you get Shock, and Shock does the same thing no matter what you cast, like how you cast it, in this game, you can upgrade your creatures, or, like, upgrade your spells if you collect multiple copies of them. There's booster packs, there's a ton, and so if you want a more in-depth review, that will be coming out soon. Again, I just really want to say, I think that this is a very interesting game. And so, like, it's very fun. Now, there are other planeswalkers besides the main 5. So, for instance, right now it's the Obnixilis mastery thing. So, if you buy the mastery thing, you get Obnixilis the planeswalker. And so they have different abilities and, like, different colors. So, there's, I believe, Garruk in the game. And there's a couple that I've seen from just a little patch notes here and there. But there are more than the main 5. I believe you can only play cards in your color. So, if you have a multicolored planeswalker. So think about your planeswalker kind of like your commander. In the game, like, you can cast spells around your planeswalker and on your side of the battlefield. So if your planeswalker is on their side of the battlefield, you can cast spells, and so that's interesting. I honestly just really like the game. Now, normally when I download a mobile game, I enjoy it for the first couple days, and then I get bored of it. If it's not a good game. So it'll be interesting to see if I do get bored of it. And again, that will be part of the review. I'll talk about, card abilities and, more in-depth once I understand the game mechanics more. Because again, this was just released, at least in the US, today. I will have links to where you can download them on the App Store and the Google Play Store down below. And yeah, so if we, I'll just want to read through what they have on their website. So it's a real-time PvP game based on Magic's lore. It's dynamic. Actually, I do have to say, the visuals in the game are very, very good. I think they are, at least. Another thing is I like that you get to build your deck. It does have some magic aspects in that regard, as you could have a bunch of creatures that all do knockback-based attacks, and your goal is to just push your opponent's stuff back. Or you could have a bunch of small little creatures, or a bunch of big creatures, and so there can be a lot of different strategies, and apparently there's some ways to create teams and things. And yeah, also it wasn't a Gideon, it was a Johnny. That's who I was missing. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. I know it's a short one. I just wanted to tell you, hey, this awesome game's out. If you like Magic, if you like the lore of Magic, if you really just like Magic at all, this might be a game you're interested in. It is produced by Netmarble, which I believe took over production of Marvel Contest of Champions, which is a game I used to play actually on this channel. So it'll be interesting to see how pay to play the game really gets, because in the beginning you get lots of free stuff. However, towards the end, it'll be interesting. Also, looking at the spells, it seems like there's a low amount, so this game really has some room to expand, and I probably won't do like, oh, they updated this and they announced this. There's probably not gonna be a lot of that, but if they do like a really big update, you might see posts here, unless you guys want that. If you guys want me to cover Magic ManaStrike like I do MTG Arena, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to play the game and just go over all the news for it. And the same is true of, I believe it's Magic Legends that's coming out, so yeah, it's very interesting. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please hit that like button, subscribe. Remember, links to the game are in the description down below. It's free. I recommend you check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.